Howdy y'all, Swan, Marion, the bookworm cowboy here. And the book today is Z for Zachariah by Robert C. O'Brien. This book I read in middle school long before I came out to my parents. This book is about a young teenager who's living in a post-apocalyptic small town that has its own weather and isn't affected by the nuclear war. She finds a man in a radiation suit who's injured. Eventually looks after him and then finds out later on that he's not very nice. This book was the last book Robert C. O'Brien did before he died, and he never finished it, so his family finished it for him. And I had to write a continuation of the story in middle school for a school assignment. My continuation, the girl finds a time machine which she uses to go back in time to stop the nuclear war from happening. And I used a sort of event at the time called 9/11, which would supposedly lead to nuclear war. Well, it was a current event at the time. I was I wasn't a polished novelist. I wasn't the writer I was back then. But in my version, 9/11 led to nuclear war, and the girl has to convince the president not to do nuclear war after 9/11, which she successfully does, so that nuclear war doesn't happen. I was a young kid at the time, and 9/11 happened. But my parents thought I was doing a Terminator-esque way of stopping nuclear war from happening. I'm aware that Hollywood made their own version of Z for Zachariah, but I haven't seen the film yet. Look up the original Z for Zachariah, and I'll catch y'all later. Adios.